This first piece that I wrote, I performed a few weeks ago here, but there weren't that many people, and I feel like it still has a lot of impact that I want to share. So I'm going to perform it here today. And I also wrote a piece just last week that I think is good to read in this kind of environment, and really just tells us a lot about our lives. So this first piece is entitled Change, and basically it discusses change in our lives, and how inevitable change is, and how we can't get around the fact that our lives are going to change, but that it has to be a negative thing. So, without further ado, change. Things change. That much is inevitable. Things always change. The seasons, months of the year, weeks of the month, days of the week. Things always change. It seems that we're often afraid of the things that we have no control over. We let these everyday, unavoidable things consume our minds, consume our lives, consume every fiber of our being until there's nothing left. It's sheer fear, sheer worry, and sheer frustration. Because we can't control every aspect of our lives and make them a flawed sense of perfect. But who are we to decide what is ideal? Who are we to wish to control the natural balance of the way things work? We tell ourselves that things could have happened better. Things could have worked out. That relationship with that person, that job, that friendship that fell to pieces, could all have been worked out. Sometimes we forget that we're only human. Humanity isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. You aren't perfect. We're all just human, breathing in the same air that every other living thing around us does. Intrinsically the same as the nature that surrounds us every single second of every single minute of every single day of our lives. No matter where you go, things are going to change. No matter the circumstances, things always change. You know, it seems kind of silly when we look back at it all, when we look at the entire situation. A moment of sadness that seems like it'll last forever can last a matter of minutes, can disappear in just a matter of a few words spoken or a few feelings expressed. But please, don't take that the wrong way. The thing is, our feelings are just that, feelings. They are real, they exist, they are going to affect our lives. What we have to learn to do is to not let them get that far, to not let them consume every fiber of our being, all that we are. You can't just magically shut out your feelings and expect everything to be okay. So what we have to learn to do is to not act on our feelings, but act because of our feelings. Now, that seems like a really strange statement to make, but it really makes sense if you think about it. Your feelings aren't there to make you sad, or angry, or overwhelmed. They're there to tell you, hey, something's going on here. That could be good or that could be bad, but something is definitely going on. So don't act specifically on those feelings that make you upset. Take those feelings and turn them into something else. Something that's so much more than that situation in itself. Feelings can be a spark for really great things to happen. But they can also be the spark for really terrible things to happen. So next time you're feeling any negative feeling, stop and think about your options before you do anything. Take a while to distance yourself from feelings and understand that stuff happens. You cannot avoid change, seemingly positive or seemingly negative, because it's just a natural part of life. This isn't to say that you have to be perfect and ignore every single negative thing in your life. That isn't being said at all. Use your negative energy as a drive to become something better. We can all use improvement as people sometimes. Every winter, leaves fall from trees. That has to be pretty sad for them. I mean, parts of them are just falling off and dying. Yet, year after year, trees have the determination to grow new leaves, to take that seemingly negative event and turn it into something positive. Nature is set up such that living beings have the ability to cope with change and create something positive out of it. So there has to be a way that we can do just that. Just remember that throughout your life, you're going to deal with change. And some of that is going to feel negative, and that's okay. As long as you're trying to make that situation better, trying to become a better person, trying to be just happier in general. Just trying is all that matters. Because once you acknowledge that you are the person with the power to decide who you are, change can never hurt you.